Sweet. Well, good. You guys can see that? I think we should. Made a lot of progress with steel. We're starting the mezzanine now. They're flying girders right now. Getting ready. The roof deck is like 60% screwed down. Right now, the screw pattern is 5 inches on center for those laps, so it's taking them an extremely long time to screw it all down, but it flung out past the warehouse. It's supposed to happen Saturday and Monday. It's looking like more Thursday, Friday, about a week behind on the decking from what we've got. The screen wall foundation is going in right now. See that just south of that concrete truck. And then over here, poured yesterday, like the first 75 feet or so. We're pouring the rest of it right now. 150, 200 feet of it. And then got the elevator pit dug and poured. Trying to zoom in on it now. See if we can see this through the dark. There we go. So they're standing on the pit base right now. And then this is the walls that we're pouring, setting the forms and stuff on so we can pop off all that form work. And they're putting rebar in right now, and then we'll put an exterior wall up. Interior wall is obviously built for the shaft. And then we're going to leave it 8 inches down, I think is what it calls for on the drawings, so we can have a smooth transition into that shaft. We'll top it off with a slab. So we'll have to complete that pour back, and then we'll start the CMU block on top of the slab to line it up with the holes. Can't really take you inside the building, but dirt infill is going around all the perimeter edges, starting on that east wall. It's looking pretty good. Kind of got a little mud and water in there from the snow from Sunday. It's nothing too crazy. Our west wall over here has started. That little white line is their rock for their foundation, for the wall to set on top of. So that's what they're doing right now. They're digging and coming to start on the north side to the south side. Gordon's making some decent progress in the pond. We're getting a little closer to finishing up. Should be coming to you now. And then we're digging our water line. Internet's bad today. There it goes. Coming in front of the showroom. We've got a cross of the footing for the wall. So we still have that one little piece to put in. All the backfill from all the sewer tie-ins. We have to put out and tie in, like we talked about with the 4-inch. The county doesn't allow anything from inside the building to exit the building at 4 inch or less than 4 inch. So plumbing drawings had 3 inch, county drawings had 4 inch. County inspector said it's outside the walls. We came up with a quick fix and kind of pushed past it. But the new cleanouts and all the fun stuff are in. Everything's in at 4 inch now. The camera can catch up. They're starting to go down, and we're starting to make some fun headway. I can get you to get inside the building. You can see the mezz is started. That continues down. So we got the girts up and the columns. You can see some steel guys working in the background. We got plumbers starting to fly stuff in the air, and then you can see the water still dripping from the ice melt left side of the screen. It's been like that all day, so the slab in there is pretty wet. All the snow and ice, and with the dirt equipment, they're doing the infill around the edges of the building, so we can start pouring that strip back. And the bush is coming into view about now. There we go. That's about it. Painters will be here April 15th. All the curbs and stuff like that are flying tomorrow morning for the AC, so we'll start cutting out the curbs and landing those guys up on the warehouse. They're coming out Friday. They can buy in, and by Monday they should be landing skylights. And I think that's about it. While Bowen's on the phone, we might have a slight issue, and I don't know whose mess up it is, but we just got this kind of right before the meeting, so we've really been down there to look. But our lift station ended up in our footing for the wall. So I don't know if Gordon missed the marks from survey, if survey was off a little bit. But we're about to go work that problem. I might shift the wall back if I have the room for it. If I don't have the room for it, make the gates still work, then Gordon might be moving the entire lift station. So we'll cross that bridge here in a minute. But that wall is supposed to line up just on the outside of the ramp wall. It's that layout's coming into view right now. So the pink marks to the left are your ramp wall. The pink marks to the right with the 90 is the screen wall. Somewhere in there I have to have room to open that gate. So this might be a blessing in disguise anyways, if I have the room to shift it back a foot or two without messing with any fire lane access and the footages and all the requirements. So Bowman, I might be calling you to help me with that, or if you can start working it real quick and just give me a simple answer if I have 2 feet to move that wall back. Because if not, I don't mind if that pipe's in the footing, but we obviously can't set it where the CMU wall is for the screen wall. So we've got an 8-inch block, we've got a 4-foot footing. Like, we've got the room for it, but I need to be able to shift it to get this far pipe to the right and have that pink line be the face of the wall. We'd be okay.
How wide is that wall?
It's an 8-inch block, but the footing's 4 feet.
I gotcha.
So I'll show you what it looks like when it's poured. I don't have internet connection to do that down low. Hold on. I have to do it from up here in Zoom. So pretty standard rebar uprights are dead center of the block, right? And the screen wall is roughly 12 foot. It's 11.6. So we have more than enough footing than we need for that wall. I have the space for it. to some degree, but then if I shift this wall to the east, what does that look like up next to the building with fire lane access as you come down? Because that's right at the entrance, and then the right to go north where that truck is moving now. How much room do I have and do I need to make sure that fire trucks can get around the building without collapsing the fire code? And then aesthetically, what is it going to look like? And then just so we're all on the same page, this is your oil water separator that we had to shift 4 feet to the west from plan. And right underneath the bucket of that Mini X is all the power and everything. You can see the conduits out there. They run right beside it, and then they come south to feed the fuel station, the site lighting, the lift stations, all the fun stuff we have outside. So that's why we had to shift it. It's still traffic rated, it's still the same spec, it's the same everything, and we actually straightened out that pipe. So the city's approved it all the way to there so far. We just got to make the drawings match what we built in the field. So I've already had survey actuals, so we can make it line up to make it a pretty easy SK. But anything we do that's different on this building, if we change gypsum board, paint colors, anything, if it's already on Toby's drawings in writing that it's going to be Ford and not Chevy, and we put Chevy in, they want an SK. A stitch, as they call it here in Springs. It's a whopping $50, and I don't know how long it takes to review it. But long story short is they won't let us continue building and push past that inspection until they reviewed it. So the list is going to start getting longer. Anybody
All right,
have
well, as soon as we get the information, we'll jump up on that and get it back in as soon as we can.
I appreciate it. Anybody got anything else? Did you see anything? All right.
All good here.